Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Emily and today I have for you a nice yoga flow to focus the mind. So this is great if maybe you're studying today or you've got a lot of concentration that's needed from you today. This yoga flow should hopefully help focus the mind so that we're nice and concentrated and grounded and present in the moment. So when you're ready, come join me on your mat and we'll begin standing today. So we'll begin with a mountain pose or Tadasana. So we'll stand with the toes together. We'll pull the kneecaps up to engage the quads. Pulling the belly in and tucking the tailbone down. We can roll the shoulders down the back. Slight tuck in the chin. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths, stacked in our mountain pose. Standing nice and tall. And just tuning into this asana, noticing how it feels in your body, having the body stacked nicely in line. Maybe even closing the eyes for a moment here to really tune into your body. Really feel this asana. One more breath here. We can gently blink the eyes open and then bring the hands to the hips. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Exhale, hinging from the hips, we'll fold forwards into a forward fold. And we can bring the fingertips down to the mat. If we can't quite bring the fingers down, we can grab hold of some blocks or maybe some books if we don't have blocks to rest the hands on instead. Having the blocks on the outsides of the feet here. Tucking the chin into your chest, the back of the neck is long. And deep breaths here in your forward fold. We can have a micro bend in the knees. And gently pulling the shoulders down the back, away from the ears. One more breath. On your next inhale, bringing the hands back to your hips. Exhale, come all the way back up to standing. Great. We can release those arms. Maybe give the legs a little bit of a shake out. And then shifting your weights into your right leg, the right foot, squeezing those toes into the mat, we'll find our way into a tree pose. So we can either bring the left heel to rest on the right ankle, maybe the foot comes to the calf, or perhaps we can bring that left foot all the way up into the inner right thigh, bringing the hands together in prayer in front of the chest. And finding a point in the room to focus on for your balance and stability here. Really challenging the focus of our minds here. Opening this left knee out to the side. So we're opening the left hip. Slow, deep breaths. Rooting into the ground through the right toes. And if we fall out of our tree, gently find your way back in nice and slowly. One more breath. Exhaling, we can gently release that left foot down. Keeping the weight in our right leg, we'll find our way into our dancer pose. So another balancing one here. We'll bend the left knee and bring the heel towards the left sit bone. We'll bring the left hand on top of the foot with the fingers coming round to the outside of your left foot. Inhale, reach the right arm up into the sky. Exhale, pressing the back of the foot into the left palm. So we lift that leg up as high as the body can, coming into our dancer. Whew, nice deep breaths. If we're wobbly, take your time, find a point to focus on for your balance. Nice strong standing leg. And slowly you can use your breath to lean into this asana a little bit more. One more breath. Exhaling gently, releasing. Great. We can shake out those legs. Ooh, definitely feeling in that right leg. And then shifting our weight into the left side. We'll bring the right foot to either rest on the ankle, the calf, or all the way back to our inner thigh on the left side, coming into our tree pose. Again, the right knee opens up to the side, bringing the palms together in front of the chest, and finding your point in the room to focus on for your balance. Rooting down through the left foot, squeezing those toes into the mat. One more breath. Exhaling, we can gently release. Great. And then we'll bend, keeping the weight, in your left foot. We'll bend the right knee this time, bringing the heel towards the sit bone, bringing the right palm on top of the foot with the fingers coming to the outside of the right foot. And then again, we'll inhale, extend the left arm up. Exhale, pressing the foot into the palm, leaning into our dancer. Nice deep breaths. Maybe one side feels a lot more balanced and stronger than the other. So if we're wobbly on this side again, slowly find your way back into the asana if we fall out. One more breath. Exhaling, we can gently release. Great work. We can shake out those legs again. And we'll bring ourselves down for some stretches on the mat. So just standing at the top of the mat with the toes together. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhaling, dive forwards into a forward fold. Generous bend in the knees. Inhale, lengthen through the legs and slide the palms up the shins, coming into a half lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms and step it back to a plank. And either bringing the knees, chest and chin down to the mat or chaturanga. Knees up, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, taking it back to your downward facing dog. And just taking a moment to paddle the feet, stretch out the legs. One more breath. Exhaling gently, bringing the knees down to the mat. We can untuck the toes and just bringing yourself to sit with the legs round in front. And with the toes pointing up to the ceiling, inhale, reach the arms up, coming into our Dandasana. Exhale, folding forwards, reaching for the edges of the feet, or maybe using the peace fingers to hold on to the big toes. If we can't quite reach the feet, we can always hold on to the ankles or the shins, or even grabbing hold of a strap to hook around the feet if we can't quite reach. Wherever we are in our forward fold, nice deep breaths. Shoulders pulling down the back away from the ears. One more breath. Exhale, just simply releasing from the stretch. We can then bring ourselves down to lying. So just casually finding your way down onto your back. And then bringing the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug here. And we'll find our way into a shoulder stand. So we can bring the arms down by the sides of the body, tucking the shoulders underneath and planting the palms into the mat here. Using your core, take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the feet up into the sky. And we can bring the hands to the bottom of the shoulder blades here, or the middle back, to support ourselves here. Keeping your chin in towards the chest. And nice deep breaths. Relaxing into this inversion. Providing our brain with some nice fresh oxygenated blood, sure to help focus our mind and soothe our nervous system a little here, help us to de-stress. One more breath. On our next exhale, gently taking the feet back overhead. So we come into a plow pose. We can keep supporting the back with the hands. Maybe the feet come to about here. Maybe we can continue taking the feet all the way down to the mat behind you. Don't worry about bringing the feet all the way down. Again, maybe we stop about here in our plow. Just finding your edge. And wherever we are, nice deep breaths. One more breath. Exhaling, gently bending one knee at a time, bringing it back into the chest. We can bring the palms back down to the mats and exhale using your core with control. Bring yourself back down to lying on your backs. Lengthen the legs down to the mats. Create some space between the legs and the arms and just rest here for a quick moment. We can close the eyes. Let the breath settle. Tuning into the natural rhythm of your breath here. Then on your next inhale, bringing both the knees back into the chest, and we'll finish with one last asana, our happy baby pose. So keeping the knees into the chest, reaching the feet up into the sky. We can hold onto the backs of the knees here, maybe the backs of the calves or even the sides of the feet, or maybe peace fingers to the big toes. Bringing the knees out to the sides and gently pulling in towards the armpits. And we can stay here in stillness today, or maybe some gentle rock side to side. Nice deep breaths. Maybe treating yourself to a little smile here. Remembering to enjoy your practice. One more breath. Exhaling, hugging the knees back into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And then slowly with control, rocking yourself back up to sitting. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that little flow to focus the mind. If you did, please like the video, maybe leave me a little comment and subscribe to my channel for more free yoga content. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you next time. Namaste.